What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. You guys can see up at the top right hand corner, you guys saw the thumbnail and the title. We did hit level 1 diamond, which means we have one of those max diamond picks where we get to choose one of the 599 overall signatures in the game. Now, this video is going to be a more laid back and chill team building style video. So if you guys have any tips, suggestions, let me know down below in the comment section what I should do with my team as we move along and I showcase it to you guys. And also let me know some of your favorite players that you guys have gotten to use, and then I might take the suggestions and use them for my team as well. So like I said, there is a lot to talk about with how the team is looking right now. I still want to at least reach one World Series appearance this year in any ranked seasons. Hopefully we can do it at some point, you know, even if it's the last season. I want to do it at some point this year, but overall the team is decent for right now. You know, there are definitely some holes. You guys might question Frank Thomas, Big Frankie over at third, like he's gonna sweat his ass off because he's too big and can't field worth a goddamn at third base, but that's not true. If you guys saw my last gameplay, he actually held his own. That's a 1-game sample size, but I'm gonna try it a little bit more. A lot of people asked why I don't have Lou Gehrig over at third. He is a lefty thrower, so that would be very awkward over at third base. There's a reason why lefty throwers don't really play third base, so that's the primary reason for the example. If there was a ball going down the third base line, he would have to, like, it would be really awkward to try to make a throw, so that's why I wanted a righty thrower over there. And Frank Thomas's bat, I think, is just too good to leave out of the lineup, so if that doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll move him to the bench. It's whatever. But the main really thing that I'm kind of looking at, obviously Tony Gwynn's gonna stay there, no question. Lou Gehrig once again, I like him better than Frank Thomas anyway, but even if I didn't, I could sell him. Itro is fine once again. You guys know, still hitting over 340 and 600 at bats. Have no issue with Itro, so those three are absolute locks over there. My cap is phenomenal ever since I changed my swing, and if you guys saw the gameplay, I referenced him having Nick Swisher's swing. If you guys don't know what that is, it is All-Star Stance 110, and then I changed it to two-handed style 2 swing type. I think this swing type is very, very good. It's kind of a swing like Jose Reyes, Russell Martin. So if you like guys like that, I think it's perfect for you. I'll leave the link once again down below to all the, you know, these generic batting stances, who used to use them. Players that don't have the rights for, but they still have the batting stances. So I'll link that down below in the description, and you guys can check that out. I'm currently using Nick Swisher's, and I think it's a really nice swing. So I'm definitely going to have my cap out there for sure. It's just the question, is he going to be at second base? That's really the main thing I'm looking at. Catcher Russell Martin, I'm liking him so far through 30 at bats, you know, hitting over 400, but he is replaceable. Hanley, I haven't used him enough, and Joey Gallo, his defense at third, which where I was playing him, isn't great, but he is phenomenal hitting wise, as if there was any doubt. Hitting 407, slugging percentage 1,148, 6 home runs and 27 at bats. You know, really, what else do you expect from the man, the myth, the legend, Pico de Gallo? But that leaves us at a sticky situation because we've chose Frank Thomas, we've chose Tony Gwynn, and that leads us to this brand new max overall diamond pick that, you know, we can pick either Joe Morgan, Brooks Robinson, or Duke Schneider. Obviously, they'll let you pick one of these guys, but you're not gonna, it's gonna be a real tough scene if I accidentally do, because I'd pretty much be able to quick, actually I don't think I could even quick sell them, so I'd be stuck with 2 big Frank Thomases. But obviously we're between these 3 guys right here, Brooks, Duke Schneider, and Joe Morgan. The least good things I've heard of is definitely from the Brooks Robinson. Obviously, he's maxed out defensively. You're not going to get any better than him. But I have heard questionable things about his swing. Now, that is, you know, kind of one person's opinion. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You might love using live series Chris Davis. I'm probably going to hate it because he sucks. But that's just, you know, the way MLB The Show works is different batting swings, different strokes for different folks. It works exactly in MLB The Show. So I'm probably between Joe Morgan and Duke Schneider right here. You guys know I have 2 outfield locks, and then we have Gallo, who I really like, and I don't know if I really want to replace him, but then again, I have my cap over at second base, and, you know, Joe Morgan's got the whole, you know, elbow thing right there. But This was a really tough decision. This is something I sat on for a little while because I knew I was, quickly approaching getting to the diamond level. And the guy who I'm going to take is Joe Morgan. I'm going to go with Joe Morgan right here. He's going to be my 3rd diamond pick, which means once I max out my XP level, I'm going to get to have both. That's the thing I really like about the XP reward path is for, the level 75 picks, the high diamonds. You're going to get all of these, and you're also going to get all of these maxed overall 99 signature diamonds, and you can't sell them, so even if you suck with them, you're stuck with them. But now that we have Joe Morgan, that brings up the question, what the hell am I going to do with my cap? Because Joe Morgan cannot play anywhere else. Just curiosity, what would his fielding be at shortstop? He would have 73 fielding, 68 arm accuracy, and 68 reaction, which ironically is very similar to this Hanley's fielding stats. However, he does have 10 less reaction, which is a little bit of a yikes. If I played him over at third base, it gets even worse. So I probably don't recommend that. Maybe you could pass him off as a shortstop. I'm not really too sure. Yeah, that's probably not recommended, but I think what I might do, and this is where I really want to get your guys' opinion, is I think what I would do is I'd have Joe Morgan at second base. I'd have my cap. I would have to grind this out. I'd put him at shortstop, so don't mind the out of position. Or I could put him at catcher. Those are really the 2 spots that I'm looking at right now, at shortstop or catcher. I think second, short, and catcher are really the only that much worth it spots for your cap. I know you can make him good wherever, but like there's just so many good outfielders, for example. I feel like you're kind of not using your cap to maximum capacity if you do that. The reason why I want to get a shortstop, for example, you guys know I have a long love-hate relationship with Jose Reyes. Sometimes I love him, sometimes I can't stand his ass, but I really think the shortstop cap looks really good. For example, these two, whether it be the balance, this one is really nice. He'd have maxed out speed. I could get into diamond defense pretty easily without even having to get the most expensive equipment out there, and he'd be very Jose Reyes-esque. I believe I get about plus 13 power right now, so he'd have 70 and 64 power, and then he'd have over 100 contact, over 100 vision. So that would be really nice. That would be a better version of Jose Reyes, and somebody I would rather have than Omar Vizquel. Somebody like that, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to point out, why don't you just get Omar Vizquel, you dumb idiot? One, I can pick the swing I like. You literally can pick whatever swing you want. Or I could pick fielding to have maxed out, but I feel like his hitting wouldn't be as good. Or I could go with balance. I could do that as well. I just really want to have like 99 speed. If you guys don't know, because it seems like a patch might not be coming at some point this year, so it still seems the bloops are the way to go. And you guys know, guys like Ichiro and Kenny Lofton, they kill it for the reason you don't even have to be on it. Even if you are not on your PCI, even if you're not on the ball, you're going to make contact, you're going to get a bloop. You could easily stretch that into a double, and you know the drill from there. Once you get on base, you can cause havoc. And then the thing about catcher, which I'd still have to do the same amount of grinding. I just don't really know really what I should do, whether or not I pick catcher or shortstop. Like I said, you're going to have to let me know down below what you guys think about that. For now, I'm probably going to keep Joe Morgan out of the lineup just until I can grind out, whether it be shortstop or catcher. I'm like halfway towards the first diamond for shortstop, and I don't have any progress done on catcher. I have the gold, but not much other than that. I'm really not too sure what to do for those two positions, but let's move on to the pitching rotation a little bit. I am looking for some new bullpen help. Currently, I did pick up the Jake McGee. I haven't used him yet. I really am looking forward to getting the Lee Smith, and I believe you can get him now because it is the 30th, though I think the new event did just drop. I've always liked how Lee Smith cards play. You might say it doesn't have the best per nines, but the forkball is very solid. It's kind of like a splitter, which you guys, if you know me, I love the splitter. He's just a really solid pitcher. I love his pitch repertoire. He throws really hard and has good break as well. So I think I'm probably going to pick up Lee Smith. I would imagine this card is not going to go for too much. You'll probably go for more than the Travis Hafner, who is going for pretty much dirt cheap. Yeah, about 11K. He'll probably go for like 15, I would imagine. But yeah, that is a small price to pay for a really good reliever. So I think I'll probably pick him up. I'm still still looking for another dominant lefty. I've really wanted to get the All-Star Aroldis Chapman, but he is not really decreasing in price. I'm hoping once this program continues and he's actually rising in price, all the other All-Star cards are going down except for the Chapman. I assumed that, you know, once more people get done with this program, get to 600 stars and get this All-Star game pick, you know, maybe I can pull Chapman out of that, but I really want to get him. I just think he is super solid, maxed out K9, 118, hit 9, you know, throws hard as hell, and then has really good pitches. I like his live series, but I want to get that All-Star card of him, so that's what I'm thinking right there. And I've really thought about just spending a lot of my stubs kind of, you know, putting the offensive side by the wayside for a little bit and really just focusing on upgrading my bullpen and my rotation, have all guys like above 90 overall in my pen, except for Raleigh Fingers. I really like Raleigh Fingers and Felipe Vasquez. And then maybe pick up another high tier starter. I picked up Blyleven, which I am enjoying him so far. Wainwright's okay. Nolan Ryan's kind of buns. Kershaw is literally God resurrected. And then Jack Morris, I'm using him right now. I haven't had too much of a shot to know really what he's about. So there's a couple starters. Let me know what you guys would recommend. Specifically, I would love this Felix Hernandez, but I'm not willing to drop 140,000 on him. I'm kind of curious about the Zach Greinke, if you guys have used him. I like his pitches, and I think Greinke cards. He also does have hitting stats, which kind of helps as well. The lefty Grove doesn't go for that much either. I don't love lefty pitchers, but I would definitely be interested in that if you guys have used him. Bob Feather has a little bit too low walk 9 for my taste, and then Justin Verlander always kills it as well. So that's really what I'm thinking. I want to put in a lot more stubs into my pitching, because if you guys watch the gameplays, you guys know that's really my downfall. That's my kryptonite, and that's what I need to work on. Even though I say a lot of times that I suck at hitting, more or less I am better at hitting than pitching in this game. At least that's been the trend this year. My pitching has sometimes been abysmal, sometimes it's elite, but more so slides down on the abysmal side of the Richter scale. So let me know what you guys think about that. What should I do? Did I make the right decision with Joe Morgan? And what should I do with my cap? I'm torn between shortstop and catcher. I'm not going to put him anywhere else. And I don't know. Joe Morgan could probably pass there, but I don't want to risk it. You guys know I'm definitely really anal when it comes to defense, which is ironic considering I'm playing Frank Thomas at third base. But more or less, you guys know I really like to have good defensive players out there. That's what we're working with right now. I'm going to continue to keep grinding my stubs. I found a really good, you know, my last stub method I really am enjoying. So I'm able to get steady income stub wise, whether that be so I'm just watching Netflix and grinding my stubs every night. Hopefully we can continue to get even a better team, and hopefully that can translate to W's on the field, and we can make a grind towards World Series, and it's gonna be all good from there. So like I said, let me know how you guys are feeling about the team, and let me know what XP level you guys are at and what are the best XP signature diamonds that you guys have used. I definitely think Tony Gwynn is the best you can go for, and Frank Thomas, if you don't have Lou Gehrig, is also really solid as well. Joe Morgan has always been a killer against me, but that's just what I have noticed for it myself. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. I hope you guys are great today. There comes out.
Love is love and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.